Hi everyone, it's the 2 Minute Terminator. It's episode 21 and I'm Ethan McKinley, where we break down the Terminator films 2 minutes at a time. We are going from minutes 40 to 42. Hit the music.
Howdy, stranger.
Don't say howdy, stranger to me.
Hi, I'm Chief Master Sergeant William Candy.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Hello everyone, it's Ethan McKinley. We are back. How are you? Ellie, are you there?
I am.
Piped
I was waiting
in,
for you
piped
to
from
actually
Skype. Wait, it's Viber actually.
pause so that I can actually speak, and you still haven't let me loop the fucking clip.
That's right.
And I haven't even watched the clip, so this is going to be a terrible episode.
Just play it through. We haven't got time.
Yeah, but I thought it only took 20 minutes to upload an episode, so...
I know, but we're having terrible trouble with our looping on this episode, sadly. If you've just joined us, listeners, we are actually breaking down the Terminator films 2 minutes at a time. It is episode 21, as I said, and we are going from minutes 40 to 42. Sorry, that's a lie. 40 to 42. It starts with Arnold explaining to Nick Stahl, who plays John Connor, eliminating his lieutenants and why the other Terminator is actually here, the TX that is. And it ends with the faulty fuel cell being ejected from the, is it Ford Tundra? And exploding in the desert, almost throwing the car off the road.
What is that thing he cuts out of his chest?
Well, as we discussed in, God, was it about 4 episodes back? It's not a T800 Terminator, it's the T850. It's the same model, but it's slightly upgraded. It's got a lighter combat chassis. It's got a slightly tougher metal it's made out of. It has more of a learning computer in it, I think, so it can express emotion. It can push itself harder, longer, and is basically a stronger, faster, cleverer Terminator than the basic T800.
Literally, as you were saying that, Arnold Schwarzenegger was saying exactly the same.
Excellent. Well, the difference
great.
The difference between this, I guess, Terminator and the T800 is the power cell inside it lasts for even longer, but it's slightly more volatile. So because this Terminator has got a slightly damaged fuel cell in his chest, he removes one of them and throws it in the desert, essentially causing a mini nuclear explosion. I'd assume it's a different battery based on the fact when they lower the T800 in Terminator 2 into the molten metal, it doesn't explode, killing everyone and showering Sarah and John in liquid metal.
Why does it explode at all?
Well, I think, some batteries can explode, can't they?
Not like of their own accord.
No, I think they can. Like even regular batteries, I think you get lots of explosions at rubbish dumps because like.
But there must be like a catalyst for that to happen.
Well, I think if like is it the cadmium or the acid inside the stuff starts leaking out, I think it can cause a build up and pop or explode.
Oh, okay.
I think
we're saying it's exploded due to external damage.
Well, yeah, because I think sometimes in supermarkets you see those kind of like bins with batteries, and you go, "Why are the bins with batteries in at supermarkets?" But you're supposed to actually drop them off there, and they get reprocessed and recycled properly. Basically, you should never throw batteries away, listeners.
Oh man, I'm so glad we're not doing 42 to 44.
I know. We'll get to it though. Don't worry.
His concept of shopping looks right up my street.
Well, in this trivia section, Arnold Schwarzenegger insisted Stan Winston, the special effects wizard, actually come back and insisted he was the one who doing the special effects, otherwise he wouldn't do it. I'm sure the 30 million paycheck would have, that was the main reason. Also in this, the exact date of Judgment Day in Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, is July the 25th, 2004 at 6:18 p.m. according to both the Terminator and the watch he examines at the beginning of the film. So this film takes place on July the 24th, 2004, basically. So it's that one day between the 24th and the 25th, which is actually their Judgment Day. Now, this movie disregards Terminator 2 and Terminator 2 3D, the Battle Across Time, which is the Universal City Studios, right? Have you heard of that?
I've heard of it.
It was actually made by, James Cameron basically wrote and directed it. It's a ride, but the story segments in it are apparently canon and really the official loose sequel to Terminator 3.
Oh, okay.
You can actually see those segments on YouTube, and I'll link them under the homework section of this show.
What would we do without YouTube?
So
Do
basically,
you know what I've noticed, Ethan?
what?
You haven't been playing any music in the background.
I know, but there's lots to think about, and I cocked it up.
Are there any cock-ups in this scene?
There are, but we'll get to them. Basically, the original Terminator year of Judgment Day for Terminator 1 and 2 was 1996. Many Terminator fans were infuriated by the film's perceived moral that fate is real and that the future is inevitable because it completely undermines the moral of Terminator 2.
No fate.
Yeah, no fate but what we make. Being that there is, in fact, no fate but what we make for ourselves. What many fans did not realise, however, is that the previous movie also stated that it is in humanity's nature to destroy itself. And it seems due to this that Terminator 2... the Judgment Day in question there was inevitable regardless of what they said. So there's no fate but what they make for themselves was kind of like it was going to happen either way. That's what Jonathan Mostow took and ran with in this film basically, but he pissed off the fans in so doing that. So what they did was not really avert anything. They just moved the dates back, and that's why everyone got very upset with this film.
Upset.
Obviously, here's your bit, Ellie, the fuel cell. The unsustainable fuel cells that the Terminator removes from his stomach, which was damaged by the TX, which creates a big explosion which the Terminator uses to destroy the TX as well as himself later on in the film.
Dad, it's in your belly!
It's considered an upgrade.
You sound like Hare Lip from League of Gentlemen.
Oh, the boys.
What's the... Okay, a few qualms with this scene.
Go on.
First of all, what's he cutting his chest open with? Where's this blade all of a sudden come from? Second of all, he's not actually steering at all.
He's on a straight road.
It doesn't matter. You still need to steer. You're tracking, unless the tracking is incredible, and considering how much battery that particular vehicle has sustained, there's no way the tracking would be centered. And I don't even drive a car, and I know that.
Well, I was going to say, listeners, Ellie doesn't have a driver's license or drive a car.
There'd be so many little divots in the road, or like an antelope walking across the road or something, but yet the whole time he's cutting his chest open with a blade that's just appeared out of nowhere.
It hasn't appeared out of nowhere, Ellie. At 40 minutes 35 seconds, John pulls a Swiss Army knife out of his pocket or a switchblade and hands it to John.
Oh, see, this is why I should have watched the clip.
It's at 40 minutes 47 seconds.
Do you not think that the effects as well of the open chest look a bit naff? Like the lights
the rubberiness of the chest when he peels it out. Yeah, a little bit.
It's not even that. It's the lights as well. The lights flashing on it.
It looks a bit
Christmas
Christmas
tree like.
like.
A Buzz Lightyear toy or something. Yeah, it's a bit childish. I don't really like it.
Yeah, Cameron wouldn't have put any lights in or steam, would he? There's steam coming out of his chest. He's a bit like Mr. Cogsworth or something.
Because that's actually how they first kind of initiate that there's something wrong with his chest, because he's all steamy, and then he rips open his shirt and just cuts off the skin and throws it away. Why would you do that?
Yeah,
why rip the whole thing off? Why not just cut a little small bit, flap it open, and then just put it back down?
I couldn't agree more.
Now he's gonna be covered in blood. That's not very inconspicuous, is it?
And there's a hole in his chest. Would you just frisbee or pizza dough the chest out of the window?
Oh, man, I'm hungry. Steak and pizza and flesh.
Muggelson's dick.
Oh.
Ellie, between the years 2029 and 2032, the year the Terminator was sent back through time to protect John and Kate, the T-101 Terminator androids were upgraded. If the T-800 Terminator in the original film had an unstable fuel cell when Carl Reese blew him up in the computer factory at the end, the pipe bomb in the factory scene, remember that?
Yeah, I do.
The explosion would have been big enough to also kill Sarah.
I remember actually saying that when we did the first one.
The first one?
I think that was just a glitch in the... Also, the effect of the explosion on his chest as well, I think looks pretty enough. Is that from where the TX shot him with a ray gun?
Yeah, she used her weapon to kind of like shoot him and disrupt his fuel
Look at his
cells.
malleable nipples.
Huh?
Look at his malleable nipples.
Malleable.
Malleable, yeah. You can manipulate it. Squidgy, movable. Malleable, that's a real word. Look it up in the English dictionary. You dyslexic fuck! Where have you gone? Stop reading stuff on Facebook.
No, you were just talking, so I was just not interrupting you. Is that okay?
Whoa!
Now, I'm actually just adding the T2 Battle Across Time information for the listeners in the homework section of the show. You can actually watch the official James Cameron sequel to Terminator 2, basically. It was actually replaced, I think, in the 2008 by the Simpsons ride, which I went on when I went to Universal.
Of all the rides you could have gone on.
Well, there's actually not that many around. I was a bit disappointed with Universal when I got there. I was expecting it to be like really big, but it wasn't. It was quite a small, contained little park. It was a bit like Drayton Manor with a Jaws ride.
I was about to say, what? Where's that place you can go that you showed me on YouTube where you can go into a house and it's all the American Werewolf in London set up, or Alien or Predator?
The Mask page. What do you mean?
Hello?
Hello. Which video?
Why can I hear a repeat of myself?
It's probably just the internet signal on your side.
No, it says excellent on my side.
Whoa.
Jesus.
I don't know.
Technical problems, people. We do apologise, but I can literally hear everything I say about 2 seconds after I say it. Awesome.
Well, I can't hear you on this end, so it must be you. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, but it's an echo. I can hear it in my headphones.
It's okay.
As opposed anyway. So you showed me these videos of these like parks or these adventure places where you can go into a haunted house and it's full of either American Werewolf in London, Predator, Alien, Mike Myers from Halloween. Where was that?
Have I been to it?
No, I'm asking you where it is.
Well, I think if it's the Stan Winston studio, you mean with all the monsters and things behind him?
No, Ethan. It's an interactive thing.
Oh, I know what you mean. It's the Universal Studios Halloween horror weekends, right?
So it's at Universal Studios.
Yeah, every Halloween they do a movie themed.
We got there.
Halloween walkthrough.
Just saw Twinkies, but it's not in the right scene. Oh my god! I didn't realise that Ford Fairlane throws a Twinkie at that. What's his name? Sam the perv or something. He goes, "Here, have a Twinkie." And throws it at him and hits him in the face. And I was like, "Oh, I've got Twinkies." Back to the show.
Yeah. What do you want to know about the Halloween horror weekends, Eleanor?
Oh, now he's plugged in. I just wanted to know where they were.
Oh well, I'll put a link on YouTube for people, basically.
Because anyone that likes Terminator films would probably really enjoy the other films that I've just mentioned. And yeah, I would love to have gone into one of those places.
Obviously.
The Predator one I didn't find scary at all. The Alien one was cool.
Yeah.
American Wolf in London was the best one. The Mike Myers one was pretty good.
Yeah, the Halloween one.
I would only want to go in there if it was just me. I don't want to go in with plebs off the street. I just can't stand the general public.
Well, because those
like the guy that
walkthroughs
kept talking.
Because the walkthroughs are cyclical, I think you can hear what's happening around the next corner, so you're kind of prepared for it as well. So it's not as good.
Yeah, I'd wanna kind of like hire it out as a private event, and just let me have a goose and shit my pants. I think that'd be great. I love being scared.
I know you do. Well, here's something scary for you. What else can you glean from this clip, Eleanor?
Absolutely nothing. It's dry.
Whoa.
And they're in a desert. Arid, like the desert. Just like this episode. Are there any cock-ups, Ethan?
There aren't, sadly. I mean, you could argue the blue screen again, which you've already had, and Arnie's rubbery chest with his malleable nipples.
That's the name of this episode.
Yeah, he does throw the chest out into the desert. So someone's going to drive down the opposite side of the freeway and find a chest in the middle of the road, sizzling on the tarmac.
What kind of animals would you get out there, though? Would you get coyotes and stuff? They'd have that.
Coyotes, rattlesnakes. God, would you get mountain lions? I'm not sure. Probably not.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Little reptiles, geckos and things.
Never been a huge fan of reptiles.
I know.
You're just gonna say it to everything now. I know. Enjoy fucking Jules. I know.
Will.
No, I have no more to add to this particular 2 minutes.
Okay, then we'll
It was a really boring 2 minutes. It's just all dialogue.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just difficult kind of over the internet, really. It's kind of a tough thing to do, sadly. But
Oh, what, over Viber?
Well, I mean, the main thrust of the scene is John's revelation that this Terminator is not the same Terminator, basically, that he met 10 years ago.
Well, it's just kind of setting the scene, isn't it? It's letting us know that Arnold Schwarzenegger is different, but he's like a souped-up version. There's a bit of kind of special effects nonsense. Thank God Ginger in the background's piped down. That's what I can glean from this particular scene. And that rhymes, so it must be true.
And with that, viewers, this is the 2-minute Terminator, the shortest episode we've actually done for this season. But as I said, it's quite difficult to sort things out. We'll have another...
There's not a lot to discuss in this, though, surely.
Well, there's plenty to discuss, but it's kind of difficult to gain a reaction over the internet because of this slight bloody time delay, sadly. We'll be back tomorrow with a hopefully better show, and it'll be episode 22. We go from 42 to 44.
Oh, my God.
I've been Ethan McKinley.
I've been Ellie Fitzgerald.
Hasta la vista. T3 2T.
2T.
I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm stupid in my head.